Wait. Remy Ma is expecting a child. It's not Papoose, though. The internet has erupted, so everyone, get your munchies, lock your phones, and cancel your therapy appointment. Following years of love bars, hip-hop allegiance, and matching outfits, we may be done with our poetic lovebirds for good. And even a remix won't work this time. Because exclusive, leaked, and potentially compromised sources claim that Remy Ma is carrying a sweetheart. Here's the twist, though. Papoose insisted on a confidential DNA test. And let's just say that the outcome was more impactful than a 2009 diss song. Eazy, the block, is the purported father. Captain. Yes, the same Eazy who was supposedly only Remy's pal at one point. According to reports, the man who kept his ground through prison bids and BET ciphers is now requesting a divorce. Fans are crying, arguing, and holding papers and signing pens already. Updating TMZ as if it were a scoreboard for the Super Bowl. However, what is the process of going from black love to baby bombshell? And what precisely was in the DNA test envelope that caused Papoose to exit like the climax of a hip-hop and love scene? Hold on tight. And we're only beginning this crazy tale. Thus, this is how the empire falls apart. Once one of the most well-known love stories in hip-hop, it has now devolved into a perverse tale of treachery, backstabbing, and baby-sized secrets. We are discussing the once devoted spouse of Bronx-bred rap queen Remy Ma, Papoose, who allegedly left the house with divorce papers in one hand and a shattered heart in the other, and Remy Ma herself, who is currently trending for all the wrong reasons. However, hold on, we have a third player somewhere in this lyrical love triangle, so stop there. The supposed sidekick of Remy, Eazy the Block Captain, became a father. Yes, the URL battle rapper who has been circling Remy for months is suddenly being thrust directly into the center of this conflict. But let's support it for a moment. For some time, there has been a whispering in the streets. Do you recall those warm-set photographs of Remy and Eazy? Or how, during that Instagram live, they made a bit too much eye contact with each other? Fans made jokes. Yeah, but no one anticipated it to get out of hand until last week. Initially, people dismissed the story that Remy had been taken to a private OB/GYN clinic after an anonymous source, who will be identified as Nurse Nikki for legal reasons, contacted several gossip blogs. It's not exactly on anyone's bingo card, after all, that Remy Ma was pregnant in 2025. However, the blog began sharing pixelated pictures of a woman who resembled Remy being pushed out the back entrance of a Manhattan clinic wearing big sunglasses and an abnormally round stomach. At that point, Twitter went into overdrive with predictions about #RaiseBaby, #NotPuss, #Eazy trends, explosions, and more. Then, suddenly, there was a leak. The unborn child was not biologically related to Papoose, according to a DNA test result that was anonymously posted to a Reddit topic called Papoose. Instead, the name given under putative father was simple. Let it sink in. Within hours, Papoose deleted his Instagram account. Nothing was there, not a cryptic phrase, not a tale. Not even a "y'all be easy," just poof. Furthermore, let's face it, Papoose has been the embodiment of loyalty for decades, holding Remy down while she was incarcerated, transforming their love story into a business, and essentially becoming the let's discuss motive for a moment. He was an unofficial ambassador for Stand By Your Woman no matter what. Imagine the betrayal when the public learned that the woman he supported was reportedly sneaking around with a battle rapper. As you may remember, there had been some friction in Papoose and Remy's relationship for some time. The chemistry was wrong during the most recent award show, and the smiles were forced. Papoose even missed Ray's birthday party last month, which was disregarded at the time as simply a scheduling conflict, but in hindsight, it was a warning sign the size of Yankee Stadium. It was also simple. He has been extremely silent lately, too quiet. There has been no denial, no statement, not even a "Sue is a passive-aggressive tweeter." He punched back within 5 minutes the previous time someone even suggested he ghostwrote for a female rapper, but now there is radio silence. Then came the shocking live stream. Ray's cousin's friend went live on TikTok and said that Remy and Eazy were spotted checking into a posh suite at the Beekman Hotel a few months ago. She said that they stayed for the weekend, went their separate ways, and left a $500 tip to the concierge to keep things private. To make matters worse, a fan reported seeing Eazy and Remy shopping together at a baby boutique in Brooklyn, holding hands and laughing like they were in a romantic comedy. In 2025, that would be equivalent to instructing TikTok not to dance. In an apparent attempt to stay out of this controversy, the boutique owner has declined to comment. However, insiders claim that a staff member overheard Eazy asking Remy, "Do you think Pap knows? This stuff cannot be made up." Anyway, back to Papoose. The man who used to send multi-syllabic ODs to his wife is apparently in full lawyer mode right now, according to a close source who is unquestionably real and not merely when Papoose sensed something was wrong. He hired a private investigator months ago, according to someone's uncle on Facebook. The same source claims that Papoose was the one who demanded the DNA test behind Remy's back and didn't even wait for a talk when the results were in. The hardest aspect was that there was no public farewell. "I tried, but there was only icy silence, and that's how you know it's real." He packed his bags and dipped. Fans are now divided. Some believe Papoose should have recognized the symptoms, while others believe Remy bungled the game's only real one. Meanwhile, another group blames Eazy, labeling him the sidekick who destroyed hip-hop's royal marriage. Memes are cruel, hashtags are cool, but the truth is that we still don't have the whole story, which leads us to the real beginning of the chaos. As Remy tries to keep quiet, the public is only growing more hungry, and the tea that will soon be spilled might perhaps destroy the entire industry. Let's not mince words. Eazy hides in plain sight, and Papoose begins preparing for life without his queen. It's blazing on the internet, and Remy Ma is right in the middle of it. The whole hip-hop internet complex went crazy following the purported DNA test leak, not just the fans. YouTube was a maze of emotions, speculations, and 4-hour breakdowns from channels you didn't even know existed. Reddit was a war zone, Twitter was in ruins, and the chaos didn't end with leaked lab findings and speculation.
Oh no.
That was only the beginning. The actual drama occurred when a user on X, previously Twitter, shared a grainy image purporting to show Remy Ma and Eazy leaving a prenatal clinic together. The timestamp and location precisely match Nurse Nikki's previous statements, but Eazy's head is down and Remy's hoodie is pulled tight. Naturally, the picture was removed 14 minutes later, but guess what? The internet takes screenshots of everything, and within an hour, prominent gossip sites like Shatterwambia and It's Getting Messy Official were reposting, zooming, as if it couldn't get any messier. An old direct message thread purportedly between Remy and Eazy appeared, in which Remy states, quote, "We knew this would happen, but I didn't think he'd go through with the test." The fans went crazy. Hold on, wait. Remy hoped Papoose wouldn't take the DNA test because she was aware that she was pregnant. What sort of soap opera is it throughout the day? No. Don't do that. What sort of is this, a Netflix documentary? All of a sudden, every previous exchange between Remy and Eazy was being scrutinized again as if it were a covert operation. They hugged for 2 seconds too long that time. Proof. The interview in which Eazy claimed to be a legend, yet incredibly grounded. Motivate. Eazy managed to sneak a loyalty ain't always mutual pub confession into that one rap battle. Additionally, the enthusiasts were conducting thorough research. A chronology was even created by one TikTok creator, comparing airline logs, Uber journeys, and Insta timestamps between the time Remy was spotted at a New Orleans festival and the purported pregnancy date. Even if she doesn't work for the FBI, her sloppy Mari TikToks definitely make them seem bad. What about Shields, Clarissa? Yes, you did indeed forget about her. Because Clarissa, who was previously romantically associated with Papoose only a few weeks ago, is suddenly re-entering the spotlight while Ray's pregnancy announcement dominates headlines. How? Some of y'all out here making babies just to stay relevant. Oh, a dubious Instagram story. No, she didn't. She did, indeed. Admirers clocked the sub right away, and the remarks were brutal. Clarissa wasn't launching uppercuts from the sidelines. Before this is removed, someone should tag Remy. She isn't only a boxer, though. Those are terrible jabs. Additionally, with relation to Vicious, let's not overlook the audio clip that has gone viral the most out of all of this. An unidentified relative of Remy, who will not be named since, well, this is all completely phony, leaked a voicemail purportedly left by Papoose. Papoose can be heard stating, "I gave you everything," in the voicemail. "With a DNA test that crushed my heart, I waited for you while you were imprisoned, suppressed your name, and gave you a kid, and this is how you reward me? I can no longer even look at you. I'm leaving. Mic drop, don't try to find me." Twitter took off. There were duets on TikTok. One of the girls even choreographed it. But hold on, we haven't even discussed the purported baby, Eazy the block captain. At the heart of all this craziness is Daddy. He's where? Not posting, not subtweeting, not arguing, nor even chatting. This man covers sandwich receipts with disc bars. Still, there is total quiet. It became even stranger when a suspicious Facebook user wrote that they were Eazy's cousin's girlfriend. This was not what he requested. He is overburdened. She also lied to him, despite his best efforts to be kind to her. Please pardon me. She also lied to him. We are now discussing double betrayal. Was the baby only the fallback option in case the Papoose scenario blew up, or was he also encouraged to feel that he wasn't his? Skull, sis. Officially, we are in the scandal section. An ultrasound wrapped treachery inside a betrayal. Not to mention the most significant twist of all. An purported private clinic employee at a hospital came forward and told a blogger in New Jersey, under a fictitious identity, of course. For privacy, they paid more. Before someone on shift muttered that it was Remy Ma, I had no idea who she was. She didn't bring the same man from the other sessions with her. That one had a Philly accent, was taller, and had lighter complexion. Brah. Lighter, taller, and more Philly. Eazy might as well have been written in uppercase. Thus, what did we depart? An underground rap feud on the verge of blowing up, a marriage on life support, a baby that no one wants to officially claim, and a public that is literally giddy with anticipation for the next update. We're not merely witnessing a split. The last true couple in hip-hop is collapsing, and the internet isn't even blinking. But hold on tight because the attorneys enter the picture in part 3. The public relations departments are in a panic. The endorsements begin to decline. Remy Ma may have to deal with the most severe outcome of all, being left without anything. You would be mistaken to believe that things could become any messier. Because what began as a whispery pregnancy rumor has now become a public relations. A public meltdown of enormous proportions, a legal circus, and the end of the world. Let's begin with the divorce, which is the primary event. An unidentified New York courts clerk is accused of leaking Papoose's legal divorce application against Remy Ma on Tuesday morning, claiming irreconcilable betrayal and fraudulent paternity. Yes, it was deceptive since you said that. This was my child when in fact it wasn't. Papoose didn't wait a moment longer than necessary because the file is timestamped 2 days after the DNA test results were made public online. The dude didn't blink at all. He dipped more quickly than a guest at a dry wedding the moment he received confirmation that the child wasn't his. Not only that, but an insider, let's call her legal Linda, claims that Remy attempted to halt the file by showing up at Papoose's attorney's office with a handwritten letter, pleading with them to change their mind. Papoose, however, had already decided. I waited 8 years for you. Now it's your turn to wait for peace, is allegedly the only message he sent back. Poetic, vicious, certified papars. However, Eazy the block captain was out there attempting to balance both sides like a checkerboard while Papoose was exacting chilling retribution. This is because Eazy's close friend unexpectedly revealed to Clubhouse that Eazy is now requesting his own DNA test. Yes, you heard correctly. Eazy isn't even certain that he is the father anymore after all this chaos. Now, are we serious? Eazy seems to feel taken advantage of and controlled. As stated by the source, he said, "If it turns out that baby ain't mine either, I'm done with Remy forever." With all due respect, sir, shouldn't that have been the default months ago? Remy Ma, however, has completely disappeared. No social media. No speeches, no performances, and no appearances. Fans didn't believe her when she abruptly cancelled a planned podcast interview, claiming a family issue. The only emergency is how quickly the lies are catching up to her, one YouTube commentator stated.
Oh no.
Brands aren't going to stay for this one. Two of Ray's existing endorsement deals, a hair care line and an urban fashion brand, have discreetly halted all advertising initiatives, according to fictitious but heated marketing leaks. Do you understand what that means? We're watching in 4K while you mess up your bag. However, Remy's own sister, Claudette, went live on TikTok. Teary-eyed and obviously fatigued, to offer her side of the story, so not everyone is watching in silence. And her remarks attracted admirers. Trembled. I implore her not to ruin this. More than everything else, Hap loved her. When she was imprisoned, I witnessed what he did. How he remained loyal. How he declined record agreements in order to raise their child. And this is what he receives. This time, I'm not going to support her. She went too far.
Oh no.
The true heartbreak is when your own blood turns the tables on you. Also, don't assume that the public is finished yet. Hashtag block Captain Baby, hashtag DNA deception, hashtag Remygate, hashtag
Goodbye.
Black Love. Yes, these hashtags are now trending globally. TikTok reenactments, fan edits, and even a compilation of memes titled Ray's Lies in 60, over 4 million people have already viewed seconds. People are using this scandal to advance their careers. The icing on the cake was when Ray's former publicist, yes, her ex, spoke about this on live on a sloppy podcast. She possessed everything. Pap, her liberty, and the legacy, but she was unable to give up the excitement. For love, she didn't cheat. For turmoil, she cheated. Eyes. Let's now discuss legal risks. Currently, there are unverified, but if Remy knew the baby wasn't his but still led him to believe it was, there are sexy rumors that Papoose might be filing a civil lawsuit for emotional distress. Additionally, it is possible for someone to be prosecuted for damages in New York State if they intentionally deceive a partner about paternity. Take a moment to process that. Remy might lose her money in addition to her reputation, her husband, and her baby daddy. Ironically, if they had simply spoken, all of this drama may have been averted. We're in too deep now, though. Too many leaks, too much tea, and too many people eager to profit from every bit of this controversy. Who do you think is still silent? Clarissa's defenses. Indeed, she continues to lurk in the background like a quiet killer. Occasionally, she makes a mysterious "we're pleading with you, ma'am, just utter the entire thing with your chest." But she won't. She's allowing Remy to drown in her own mess and relishing every moment of it, second of it. And Papoose. Rumor has it that he's already working on a mixtape about heartbreak, which is said to include Conway, Benny the Butcher, and even Nas. This is a full-fledged comeback to music. The branding may be loaded in the rear of this turmoil. Meanwhile, Eazy has been seen throwing singles at a Philadelphia strip club while someone shouted in the background, "Child support is going to be crazy, bro." Well, where do we go from here? Go from here. A separated family, a career in limbo. An impending baby that no one seems prepared for, and fans who are more split than ever, half of them are calling for Remy to be free. Cancel her forever, says the other half. But regardless of your stance, one thing is certain, Black Love has formally departed the conversation, so here we are, witnessing the demise of what was once hip-hop's biggest unshakable couple, Remy is exposed, Papoose is out, Eazy may be a father or be being played himself, and Clarissa is somewhere drinking tea, unbeaten and unconcerned. Is Eazy the innocent battle rapper caught in the crossfire, or did Remy plot the largest betrayal in the history of celebrity couples? The issue is, who do you believe? What about that baby? Eyes, please stop sharing your speculations, heated opinions, jokes, and phony DNA results. We want to hear it all. Or did he block Captain his way straight into scandal? You already know that Gossip Spill vibe stays 10 steps ahead of the drama, and we have receipts. Please leave a comment since this tale is far from over, and don't forget to like this video, hit subscribe, and enable notifications because the next twist might happen at any